In a world that's always pulling you in 100 different directions, do you ever feel like you've lost touch with yourself? Every day, you're a performer, a problem solver, a parent, a partner, an employee. You meet expectations, you push through routines, and you solve everyone else's problems, leaving very little space for your own soul to just breathe. Over time, the noise of life can get so loud that it's easy to forget the quiet, curious parts of yourself that once felt so alive. This is where a hobby becomes so much more than just a pastime. It's not an escape from your life. It's a return to yourself. It's a doorway back to the real you. When you sit down with something you love, not because it earns you money or has a deadline, but simply because it feels good, you reconnect with a part of yourself that might have been ignored for years. In those moments, you stop being all the roles you play for others. You return to being the human who once found joy without needing a reason. A hobby is a powerful reminder that your identity isn't defined by your productivity. You have depth beyond your responsibilities. And as you immerse yourself in something you genuinely enjoy, even for just a few minutes a day, you can feel your mind slow down, your emotions unwind, and your inner world reawaken. This isn't running away from life. It's stepping back into yourself so you can navigate life with renewed clarity and stability. It's a homecoming. Passion projects are incredible because they unlock creativity and emotional balance. They activate a part of your mind that isn't driven by pressure, but by pure curiosity. Creativity doesn't flourish under stress or comparison. It thrives where you're free to explore and express without worrying about the outcome. When you commit to something that truly excites you, whether it's writing, crafting, baking, or coding, you tap into a natural flow. Ideas come more easily. Inspiration feels effortless. And this creative energy doesn't just stay in one place. It spills over into other areas of your life. It can transform how you solve problems, communicate, and handle challenges. At the same time, these projects are an emotional release valve. When stress piles up, you can channel that restlessness into creation, turning inner tension into something tangible and meaningful. This brings a sense of grounding and control, reminding you that no matter how chaotic life gets, you have a space to recalibrate. That balance follows you into your relationships, your work, and your decisions, making you more patient, open, and resilient. You know, it's often the small joys that repair what big achievements can't. Big milestones are great, but they often come with a heavy dose of pressure and exhaustion. You work hard, you sacrifice, and when you finally reach that goal, you might feel proud, but you might also feel completely drained. Those moments of pride don't always restore you emotionally. What truly restores you are the small, consistent moments of joy that don't require a performance. A few minutes of drawing, a short walk, listening to your favorite song, caring for a plant. These tiny pockets of peace heal the parts of you that big accomplishments often overlook. They teach you to be present and remind you that fulfillment isn't always found in grand gestures, but in gentle moments. Achievements give you a spike of happiness, but small joys build a foundation of emotional stability. They rebuild your energy piece by piece, without you even realizing it's happening. This consistency in play actually fuels consistency in life. When you build a habit around something joyful, you're training your mind to show up with enthusiasm, not obligation. Real discipline often starts where you feel free to enjoy the process. When you consistently return to a hobby, you prove to yourself that you can commit to something without burnout. That pattern becomes a blueprint for the rest of your life. The ease and flow you practice spill over into your responsibilities. You become more focused and dependable, not because you forced it, but because you strengthened those qualities through something you loved. Play also gives your brain the reset it needs to function at its best, helping you return to your tasks with more energy and clarity. Most importantly, making time for your own happiness builds It proves that your well-being matters. This self-trust then carries over into your bigger commitments, making you more confident in your ability to follow through. Ultimately, your hobby might be the missing bridge between who you are and who you want to become. It helps you access parts of yourself that daily life often suppresses. Becoming more confident, creative, or disciplined doesn't happen through grand gestures. It happens through small, consistent actions. A hobby is a safe space to practice becoming the person you want to be. The confidence you build there will spill into every other area of your life. It's a connection between the you shaped by routine and the you shaped by intention. Each moment you invest in your passion is a step toward a version of yourself that feels more fulfilled, more expressive, and more alive. Thank you so much for watching. If this resonated with you, I'd love it if you'd like this video and subscribe for more. See you next time.